Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy DuckyTheGamer back again with another video. Now in today's video, as the title tells you, as the title says, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can get the 5th year Clash of Clans anniversary or their 5th Clashiversary cake. So as you guys can see right here, I have the cake. It's not clickbait. I'm not going to be like, oh, here's how you get it, and I don't even have it myself. So last night around 10 o'clock, I ended up getting this cake, and I was kind of shocked because it's kind of early on getting the cake within the first like 18 hours of it even being out. But as I told you guys yesterday in the update video, the Barbarian is holding a cake, and it also says a special obstacle. So it was kind of leaked that the cake was going to be the obstacle, and I was correct. It was a cake with a little piece of cake or a little slice cut out. So I'm pretty happy that I got it, and I'm actually really happy in the location that I got it. I wanted it on the bottom side of my base because the top has so many different obstacles and cauldrons and Christmas trees. So I was lucky enough to get it in the bottom. I kind of want one like right on this little line. So if I can get one there, the Clash of Clans gods have blessed me. They've listened. They're obviously watching my videos or something. But I'm going to tell you guys the few tips and tricks I know how to get the cake, and also how to get it on the very outside of the base, or just get it where you want it. So as you guys can tell, my base is in a really weird layout. I have like basically a big old square going on. I mean, I'm missing a few walls, but still the square is complete. And I'm doing this for a reason. So as you guys know, obstacles cannot spawn where there's buildings. And so if you guys click on your walls or click on buildings, you see that this area starts glowing white. As you can see on the edge, you can see a bit better if I click on a wall. You can see the white glowing border. So as long as there's a white sort of area, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's kind of like a no place boundary. You can't place troops there, and Clash of Clans cannot spawn like bushes and trees within that boundary. So I've made it so that there are no open spots within my base. So the only possible place for this cake to spawn is on the outside border of my base, and that's exactly what happened. I got it to spawn on the outside of the base. So if you guys want your cake to spawn, let's say on the outside of the base, you can do something like this. You could make a square base, fill up every single spot with inside of the base. And as you can see, I ran out of buildings here, so I ended up just putting some walls, and I also put a huge row of walls right here. So that works too. Walls and buildings work the same. They just block up spaces. So that's how I ended up getting the cake on the outside. But let's say you guys actually want your cake to be on the inside. You could I'm just gonna try to like freestyle right here. You could like make a huge square in the middle of your base and actually have a cake on the inside. But if you were to get a cake on the inside of your base, then that's really going to mess up a lot of your base build. So if you want to try to get a cake on the inside of the base, you could just fill up every other spot, like all this green area you want to fill up, and then leave this space open, so it's the only places the cake can spawn. But I'm not going to suggest that, because once again, if you do get a cake to spawn in the middle of your base right there, that's going to be, a lot of base builds require the center to be like really specific. So I would not recommend to get a cake in the inside of your base. But if you want to, you want to be different, you do you. I'm not going to hate. But oh, did not mean to do that. But now I'm going to tell you guys the few tips and tricks I know on how to get a cake. So first off, just I'm going to go and say there's no proven way to get a cake. It just takes time and it takes patience. So I got mine last night around, I got back on at like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and I got the cake. So previously I'd been streaming at like 5 to 6 o'clock. I went, watched the movie, came back on a few hours later, and boom, I had a cake. So a few members in my clan told me that you have to be off of the game to get a cake. So just like every other obstacle, you can't be on when it spawns. You have to be off of the game when you want your cake to spawn. So of course, when you go to bed, that's a good time. Make sure your device is off and Clash of Clans is not open, because then you can't get a cake to spawn. Going to bed is a good time to get it, and then also any other time you're not playing Clash of Clans throughout the day, that's a possible time where your cake can spawn. And that's really all. You don't have to open and close your app like 5 times, 360s, and do all these weird like tips and tricks or whatever. The only way to get a cake is to be patient, wait your turn, and then hopefully Supercell will give it to you really soon. But more likely than not, you guys can get up to like 3 or 4 cakes, because in the Halloween update like 2 years ago or a year ago, these cauldrons came out, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cauldrons. So I got 7 of these obstacles in 1 week. So I'm pretty sure I'll be getting at least one more cake because the event is going on for another basically 5.5 days. You can get a cake. And also I'm really surprised that they still haven't released any new content for this Clashiversary update. I was like really expecting an update yesterday. There's no update today. There's no events. There's nothing coming out. So I don't know what Clash of Clans is doing. Maybe they're drawing out the event. That would be cool, I guess, but still, that's really the only tips and tricks I have. Just be off the game and then make your base according to where you want your cake to spawn. So like I said, I wanted my cake to spawn on the outside of the base, and that's where I got it to spawn, on the outside of the base right here. It looks pretty sick too. Honestly, you have a few flowers, or I think those are flowers, and then you have 5 strawberries. I mean, it looks really cool, trust me. Like, it's really eye-catching. You go into base, like, oh, like there's the cake, because the Halloween had some kind of blend into gray. And this is really old, so the cake is some new pop, some new addition to my base, some HGTV design star stuff. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to go ahead and drop a like, and also if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to go and hit that subscribe button right below this video. It helps me a lot, and you guys can also be notified whenever I do post content. I do streams, videos, all the good stuff. So other than that, it's been your boy DuckyTheGamer, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.